was chained up in a cage, butt-ass naked, eating nothing but grovel food. But now, my man's in a penthouse suite with a crazy-ass shawty that is ready and waiting for this man's freaking C. Ready to, like, get her back blown out on a day-to-daily basis, my brother. Like, look at her, bruh. Look at her. She is just prepped up and ready for another round of bedtime sparring with this man. Squad! Well, how's it going, Squad Nation? It's your boy, and today we are back with more Lookism. And we're going to be talking about my man, Sinu Han, aka the boy of freaking promise, and pretty much the Itachi of Lookism.
If not better written, my nigga. He's better than Itachi. We actually understand his point of view. Itachi's shit was last second, my nigga. Let's keep it a buck.
That was Slim's words, not mine, okay? Don't, Naruto fans, do not attack me. But all in all, bro, yes, we are talking about my man Sinu Han, and this is possibly one of my favorite characters in this entire series, because this man pretty much laid down the line for himself, and not just for himself, but for his entire crew, big deal, that's basically pretty much his family, all for the hope that they are protected and, well, managed and safe, which is insane. And it's even more crazy because the first time you even see this man, Sinu Han, you think that this man is a complete coward. He's basically like the freaking Hercule of, Lookism at first. But then, when you see this man just floor this man Goo for the first freaking time, I'm like, bruh, I will never forget that this man basically just took the whole gloves off. The whole gloves off just because he's heard that Gun and Goo was all about that, you know what I'm saying? Coming through like, hey, we're forming some crew. Y'all joining in or what? Like type shit. It's crazy, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. We're gonna be talking about, we're just basically just going forward and just starting off this little origin story. Now, like I said again, Sinu Han is basically called the boy of promise. And as the boy of legitimate promise, Sinu, for the longest time, ever since he was a boy, a kid, he has basically protected this one whole street, from gangbangers, gangsters, thugs, thieves, whatever. This man, as a whole child, protected this whole street like it was literally nothing. It's absolutely freaking insane. The resilience on this man is insane, bro. Eventually, he somehow was able to form a whole crew of his own called Big Deal, and pretty much the rest is pretty much history. My man Sinu pretty much formed his own gang, and pretty much, had people that was steeled with his own type of resolve in protecting his own street, and vice versa. And for the longest time, Sinu did a pretty much good job. He also, around this time, I believe, he actually met up with two favorable people that we will also grow to love in this series, and that is both Samuel and, of course, Jake. Alright? Now, after saving their butts and, all that good stuff, Jake and Samuel eventually joined Big Deal after seeing, my man Sinu being a little bit him, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when Gun and Goo pretty much came out freaking nowhere. Like, hey yo, we forming the 4 major crews. We want you to pretty much join us. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Sinu, I'm not gonna hold you. Dude was not having it at all. I'm gonna keep it $150. Like, I will never forget. Okay, I will genuinely never forget, bro. This man stood up to freaking Goo, like no BS, no nothing. No, the jokes, there was no time for jokes no more, bro. Sinu was ready to box, but as you know, Goo being him, he obviously beat Sinu because, bro, as I emphasize and say this many of times, every time this man Goo grabs something that literally feels like a freaking katana to him, this man, Goo's just basically just beats them. Free. No contest. But it's so just disrespectful. In case you guys didn't see my disrespectful moments of goo, this man beat him with a literal flipping chopstick. Hello? Tell him, where's the Carfax? But I digress, right? Sinu was injured. That's no brainer, right? Sinu was completely freaking injured. And because of that, he was pretty much decommissioned for a while, which allowed Samuel to take up the reins because Jake really didn't want to deal with the whole like gang BS because, you know what I'm saying, he pretty much did not like gangs to begin with because his father, who was Gabriel Kim, aka the legendary man who literally basically just uses nothing but his hands, all right? He basically unified everyone, everywhere, with just nothing but literal hands, right? After he heard that, even though he didn't really like his father, because again, he was a gangster and whatever case may vary, did not like it, you know, didn't really like treat his mama, you know what I'm saying, with no type of respect, right? He was also a very honorable man and also very virtuous. He was not the type of person to not like, you know, if BS was like, you know what I'm saying, along the way, he was not gonna like, you know, just walk past that. Nah. He was gonna give them the hands, all right? And obviously Jake took up arms with that, and still it pretty much gave this man a better resolve than ever before. And basically, as you know, Jake beat up the hell out of Samuel and pretty much took the reins of big deals for himself. Sinu, who was feeling a little bit better now, he was like, "Hey, yo, my boy, I know you say big deal for me, but I'm gonna sell this bitch off." Clearly that wasn't the truth. That wasn't the whole truth. In reality, in actual hindsight, Sinu actually was not selling big deal. He was selling himself. Yep, he was basically selling his soul to the legitimate devil. Inside the workers' compound, at first, Sinu was worth at least 100 million won. Because of the fact that he was obviously, you know what I'm saying, pretty much has the abilities to be pretty much him and all that, and also protecting the street for so long. But after they pretty much heard that basically this man fought and literally survived an actual altercation with freaking Goo himself, literal Goo, the weapons master, they literally said, "You know what? F that, my boy. You worth $1 billion." Nigga. Bro, imagine being worth $1 billion just because you survived. Just because you survived an altercation with this man, Goo. I mean, hey, bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Goo crazy, alright? He's crazy. Like, we all have seen what this man can do. So, hey, bro, $1 billion? Hey, yo, my boy, that's a lot. That's a lot of money, bro. I mean, granted, like the billion, like, you know what I'm saying, the billion, like, you know, dollars out in Korea does not, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not a whole lot in terms of US dollars, but again, $1 billion? Shit, that shit worth something, but I'm keeping it a band. First, Jake didn't know the truth, and instead, he pretty much launched coup d'etat on the entirety of freaking Big Deal. There have been others like supporters like Jerry and Lineman who also, like, you know what I'm saying, band together to support Jake and to pretty much, you know, in Jake's little coup d'etat. And eventually went to freaking Sinu, and my man Sinu, he basically played the role of the ultimate villain perfectly. Like, this man basically tells him, my man's like, "Hey, yo, bro, why the heck you betraying me like this?" And my man Jake's like, "Nah, bro, you better say straight to my fucking face and tell me that you did not just sell this freaking street for over $1 million or $1 billion to the freaking workers, my boy." And Sinu, he's like, "Yes, I fucking did. Now come at me, my boy. Come at me, son." Like, frame one. But honestly, this whole freaking fight was basically just to not only, like, give Jake some, like, you know, motivation to get even stronger to even protect this street. Because again, like I said, Sinu basically sold himself, and he was about ready to go to the workers' compound, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, finalize the deal, whatever. But before that, Sinu wanted to give a good couple licks in to Jake real quick. However, despite enraging Jake even further down the line, Sinu basically just destroyed the absolute hell out of Jake and nominates him as #1 of Big Deal, the leader of Big Deal, and the entire street as a whole. However, Jake would officially learn of the unspeakable truth that Sinu actually did sell himself to the freaking workers. And now Jake, now with more higher motivation than ever, uses Big Deal as a whole to pretty much rack up millions, if not billions amounts of freaking money to bring Sinu back to Big Deal from the workers' clutches. And he would do this by doing all the illegal activities that would impact Daniel and the rest of his friends in part 1. As you guys know, the gambling stuff and all like whatchamacallit, like the scams and all that was indirectly done from the four major crews, but there was a larger part done but the gambling in particular, like the gambling stuff, that was all Jake. That was all Jake and Big Deal as a whole. That basically, like, you know, that Jiho, if you guys don't know, Jiho got into before Jiho got into the whole fake bank account stuff. But again, all that and vice versa, is all pretty much Jake's stuff, okay? Well, this is the Sinu show, okay? This is the Sinu show, so we're not gonna talk about how Jake was running Big Deal after Sinu basically departed. Sinu, in the workers' clutches, my man was basically just treated absolutely legitimate poorly, bro. He was literally forced to basically just be in these like tourney matches, like the whole situation where basically they had like, all these prisoners duke it out to fight for their freedom and shit like that. That was where Sinu was basically had his play. He was ranked number 8 in some of these freaking tourneys. And my man, like, look at him. Man is chained up, eating nothing but grovel. Like, man is literally like butt-ass naked too. Like, this man he's getting like literally the worst treatment in this entire in this entire situation, being in the workers' hands. But over time, he would pretty much rise above the ranks and be later called the god of literal combat because of the fact that this man was just never beaten at all. Like, this man just has not been defeated once in its entirety, bro. And it's only until he meets up with Mitsuki, because this is the crazy part, bro, right? This is the crazy part about this whole situation. This crazy girl Mitsuki, after she heard his freaking sob story of selling himself to the workers to protect his crew of Big Deal, bro, she went from being absolutely disgusted by his appearance to just absolutely crazy about him. Like, bruh, she want that Sinu dick bad. On God, bro. Like, she was all about trying to telling Eugene, hey, bruh, this man, he's mine. Give him to me. And I'm not gonna hold you, bruh. She was like throwing out ludicrous amounts of money. $5 billion, $10 billion. She really wanted this man bad. Eugene was like, sorry, bruh. He's a main attraction to our affiliate, Type B. But if you really want him, you can have him. But if you can run this affiliate for yourself, that way, not only will I continue to make more money in this place, but also you can stay by this guy's side and vice versa. She accepts the deal, of course she does, and basically, be's a part of the circus, along with my man Sinu, who is called now Shiba Inu, and pretty much wears a freaking fox mask and stuff like that. And keep in mind, she still likes this nigga, and she's trying her hardest to, like, be in his good graces, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, like, oh my god, Sinu, are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Blah, 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 like, all this other stuff like that. But look, my man Sinu, he ain't no simp, okay? He ain't no simp, my boy. He be like, hey, listen, chick, I'm gonna make it plain for you, alright? I'll make it plain and simple. There's only one woman in this entire earth that has the honor accepting my freaking seed right now. Honor to pretty much take this meat that I got between my legs. And it clearly ain't you. So please kindly, respectfully step the fuck off. Like just like that, bro. And bro, this rejection hit her so fucking hard, right? She did not want to accept her L. She did not want to accept it at all. So she goes straight to Eugene and basically tells him to basically modify the medications that this man's on, because basically my man Sinu's on medication basically is a control drug to keep Sinu in the workers, you know what I'm saying? Because again, this man is so powerful now, you know what I'm saying? They want like at least have some type of, you know what I'm saying, control on this man, because they don't want to deal with this man going crazy. Like, this man's called the god of combat for a reason. So she basically tries to tell him like, hey, look, try to freaking like, you know, change the medication, make this man forget about everything or something like that of the sort, right? And my man Eugene's like, well, fuck it. I mean, originally, the loss of his freaking memories was the side effect of his little drug, but all right, fine. We'll like, if you up the dosage, he'll pretty much forget pretty much fucking everything. And obviously, this is just like, look at her freaking smiling, bro. Like, she's ecstatic of this. You know what I'm saying? So Sinu wakes up one morning and pretty much forgets about freaking pretty much everything. And Mitsuki pretty much fills in the holes for him. Obviously, he's the leader of Big Deal. He, you know, obviously, you know what I'm saying, protects, you know, the street that he obviously loves so much. But she basically, like, fabricates a good chunk. Namely being that she is his beloved. And secondly, everyone that Sinu was pretty much protecting was pretty much dead. Jake, Jerry, everybody. And she was like the only one left. And Sinu was like the only one that pretty much like protected her throughout this entire thing. And obviously, they are now part of the freaking workers. And it's just fucking insane. It's fucking wild. Like, this woman went through extreme lengths just to like, bro, I fucking can't. If there was any ounce of good thing that came out of this, it was his living accommodations, okay? Man was chained up in a cage, butt-ass naked, eating nothing but grovel food, but now my man's in a penthouse suite with a crazy-ass shawty that is ready and waiting for this man's freaking seat, ready to, like, you know, get her back blown out on a day-to-daily basis, my brother. Like, look at her, bruh. Look at her. She is just prepped up and ready for another round of bedtime sparring with this man. As you guys know, Sinu's situation wouldn't last for very long, because after this, Sinu would get rescued by Jake, and the rest of the whole Big Deal, you remember pretty much everything, go back to Big Deal, and then lose it to the workers. I'm not really thinking about it, bro. Bro, it's so fucking wild, bro. It's like, bro, Jake literally staged a rescue to save Sinu, bring him back to Big Deal, only for Big Deal to be lost. It is what it is, bro. But anyways, that was pretty much it for this video. My man Sinu Han, the Itachi of Lookism. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like this video, comment down below. What do you guys think of Sinu? Is he your favorite character? I know he is my favorite character, okay? Share this video across social media if you can, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. This is Like signing out. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!